All right, welcome in everyone. Thanks for being here. All right, we're outside again with the dogs. All right, you see Elvis there, the shepherd, right behind me. All right, you got Daisy, the lab. All right, it's getting hard to find Tiny. There's Tiny, the pug, right next to Daisy. Okay, there's the three dogs there behind me. Might hear some buzzing, beeping behind me. We had a couple of bad storms. A lot of people out on the outskirts of the woods here with chainsaws and leaf blowers. People doing cleanup. Still doing cleanup. All right. But listen, first things first, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment only. It's not financial advice. Okay? Only advice I'm going to give you is I'm going to tell you, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep stacking the sats. All right? That's all I'm telling you. We're going to start off today, several questions. First of all, let's talk about Patreon. Join me, please, on Patreon. Crypto Mike 01 on Patreon. Crypto Mike 9000 on YouTube. And we have the new podcast up now. New episodes have been uploaded. The podcast is Crypto Talk with Mike, and you can find it at Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and other places. It should be just about everywhere by now. Several episodes have been uploaded. All right. Starting off with questions. First question, what do you think about Charles Hoskinson? This is the Cardano guy, the ADA guy. All right, we know him from way back with Ethereum. First of all, I like him. I like Charles. I think he's one of the good guys. I find him honest. I like his passion for his project. The Cardano Foundation's got a lot of important things going on, so I like that a lot. He helped get us Ethereum years ago. Now Cardano, I think it will change the world, not overnight. As an investment, hasn't been doing well lately, but it will. You just hang in there, stake it up, and hold on. I think it'll be fine long term. What do you think about Eric Adams? All right, Eric Adams. That's the newly elected mayor of New York City. Talked about him several times already. Not much else to say. He just said he's going to establish a crypto committee, which is really good news. New York City is going to get on the bandwagon here, have a friendly rivalry with Miami in the crypto space. So that's very exciting. Good for Eric Adams. He's sticking to his pledge to make New York City the crypto capital. I like it a lot. Next question. Why did I just hear a report about China banning Bitcoin mining? You just heard a report in November of 2021 about China banning Bitcoin mining because you heard a report that's FUD, F-U-D, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's what many people are trying to create in the crypto space, in the Bitcoin space, okay? We've been hearing a couple times a year for about 4 years now about China gonna be banning crypto mining. Usually the title goes something like China's clamping down on Bitcoin mining and going to destroy the miners. There was also a very public, I guess you'd call it a propaganda video. It was put out on Chinese state TV. Yeah, they showed big heavy machinery smashing up a bunch of old Bitcoin miners. I don't know if they were smashing up real miners or just ones that were old, what. I got a feeling they probably weren't smashing up miners that are currently being used. I think it was all just for show. But that's the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that we have to put up with. Okay, China. Every few months you hear about China banning Bitcoin. Every few months you hear about India banning Bitcoin. All right? Next question. Is Facebook going to rule the metaverse? The next question is Facebook going to rule the metaverse? No, Facebook is not going to rule the metaverse. It's going to be involved. But it's not going to rule anything. At least not the Metaverse. Might rule social media for a little while longer, but it's not going to rule the Metaverse. There's a joke out there, it's not even that funny, but there's a joke out there that Facebook is building the Metaverse that nobody wants. Take what you want. I think they're going to be a big player. They're coming strong, but we just don't know. You know, they're certainly not purists in the space, you know. Next question, do you know who Bitcoin Ben is? Yes, I know who Bitcoin Ben is. I listened to him on, I listened to his podcast on iHeartRadio. Yeah, I like him. I listening to him. He pushes you a lot to buy his stuff and join his things, so that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. I don't, just because time issues. Wouldn't have time to go look at all his stuff and join all his entrepreneur groups and all these things. But I like him. He's got some good information. His podcast is useful. His YouTube is useful. You know. Next up, this next question, I love this one. This is great. Do I have to pay taxes on my crypto? Do I have to pay tax? Yes, you do have to pay taxes on your crypto. All right. So if you have just bought, like a lot of people have just bought crypto or Bitcoin and they're just holding it and haven't done anything yet. So you're probably not going to, I'm not tax advice, by the way. None of this is tax advice. All right, don't get your tax advice from some guy on YouTube who's telling you not to listen to his tax advice, okay? If you just bought crypto, didn't sell, trade, or anything like this, take any profit or anything, take any loss, anything, you just have to report it to the IRS. You got to tell them you bought it, you got to tell them you got it. For those people who have traded, which there's now, this year, the numbers are up huge. A lot more people traded Bitcoin. Bought, sold, took profits, took losses, swapped out one token for another. A lot of activity happened this year. So a lot of people are going to be paying a lot of taxes next year. Hopefully people got wins, so they do have to pay taxes, and you didn't take losses. You took losses, you know, it's a write-off against, but again, not tax advice. Don't come to me for tax advice. But you certainly have to pay taxes on any wins you get, you know, any profits you take. You're gonna pay your taxes. Talk to your tax professionals, please. Okay? Why? Next question. I gotta watch my little guy Tiny, like running off on me. Can you see him? Yeah, walking away. There he is. He's just getting some sun. It's kind of cold out now. Next question. Why does Cathie Wood like Bitcoin? She's even in all the midst of all the fear and uncertainty and doubt and all the negativity from every direction, she's remains a Bitcoin bull. Why does she remain a Bitcoin bull? Well, because she's smart, that's why. She's very, very smart. Probably the best investor, professional investor of our time. Okay? I'm not going to give you her whole thesis. That would take us about 2 hours. I'd suggest you go listen to her. She puts all her talks out there. You can go on ARK Invest. They talk about it there. She's all over the internet. You can see her talk about it, but not someone you want to discount. People like to give a lot of FUD around ARK Invest and Cathie Wood, by the way. You'll hear a lot of this crap about, well, she's selling Tesla. Why does she sell Tesla if she likes it so much? Well, she obviously has to rebalance. She has a fund. She runs a mutual fund. She has to rebalance. All the people asking these questions, when you turn on CNBC or Bloomberg and they're like, well, why is she selling Tesla when she likes it so much? Well, they know full well the answer already, that she has to rebalance. They know that. And she's rebalancing usually because it's doing so well and going up so much. So they know all this. It's just FUD. It's all FUD from your friendly corporate press. Next question is a great one. I love this one. I get this all the time. I get this every day. Friends, family, people I don't know on Twitter, people on YouTube, people on Patreon, people on Spotify, message boards everywhere. Everybody wants to know this one. What's the next Bitcoin? That's the question. What is the next Bitcoin? All right, I tell you, it's the easiest question I'm gonna have all day. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. All right, we already have Bitcoin. Don't go looking for some crap coin to replace it. All right, you have the perfect money, the perfect energy, the perfect everything. Just enjoy it, okay? You don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. Most people can't afford a full Bitcoin now. It's $58,000 a coin. All right? If you got $100, buy $100 worth. You got $20, buy $20 worth. But buy some Bitcoin. At this point, told you guys before, at this point, everyone should have some Bitcoin, not financial advice, but everyone should have some Bitcoin by this point in time. You guys all know that. Don't go looking for some crap coin to replace it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. All right? Maybe someday, something we haven't heard of yet, maybe years from now, but there is no new Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin, okay? You hear people say it because it's true. All right? At what price would, here's another one I like. At what price would you sell your Bitcoin? Meaning me, at what price would I sell my Bitcoin? I would not sell my Bitcoin at any price. None. Zero. Trying to get my dogs in the shot fees again because everyone keeps asking. It's harder than you might think. It really is. I would not sell mine at any price. It wouldn't matter what the price. Don't matter how high. Don't matter how low. I'm going to hold my Bitcoin. Period. The end. Full stop. All right, suggest everyone else do it too, but since we all know this is not financial advice, there's Elvis right there, Shepherd. Daisy's here. Really hard to get her in the shot. All right, what's the next question? Will Bitcoin ever become the world reserve asset? I hope so. I hope it does become the world reserve asset someday. We're not even close to that at this point in time, but I think there's, if we were smart, the people that run the world were smart, they'd make Bitcoin a reserve asset for sure. Absolutely. But maybe not in my lifetime. It would be great for the money, for the world, for the people, but I don't see it happening in my lifetime anyway. China, FUD, we talked about it. Environmental, is Bitcoin bad for the environment? The question I got here, it's off of Twitter. Which is worse for the environment? Gold mining or Bitcoin mining? I'll give you a second to think about it. What do you think? What's worse? Yeah, gold mining. Gold mining absolutely destroys, pollutes, dangerous for the environment, for the planet, for the water, for the air, for the people. Very dangerous occupation too for the people that do it. Lots of human rights abuses in the gold mining industry. All right. If you guys want to call me and complain, go ahead. I know you're probably gonna. I hear from you guys anyway. Is Bitcoin digital energy? That's the next question. Yes. Yes, Bitcoin is digital energy. It's exactly the way to say it. You'll hear Michael Saylor talk about this a lot. That's a perfect way to say it. Bitcoin is digital energy. Next question, the last question. Is Canada using nuclear power to mine Bitcoin? This is not the last question, I'm sorry. The reports are that they are. It's unconfirmed, but reports are they are trying to use nuclear power to mine their Bitcoin and for other things. Nuke's making a comeback, for anyone that doesn't know. Not the way we used to have it, but kind of a new, smaller nuclear power plant. They small micro, they call them micro mini nuclear plants. Bill Gates is involved in one of these projects. You know, like him or hate him or whatever, but he's involved in not a Bitcoin project, but a micro mini nuclear power plant. They want to make these small ones so the waste is easy to take care of. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I'm going to have to wait and see. Canada, now Russia. Here's the question. Here's the question I've been waiting to get to all day. Is Russia going to price its oil and gas in Bitcoin? Now Russia sells oil and gas all over the world, okay? They sell the oil and gas all over the world. Had to move around a second here. Trying to make sure I don't get people in the shot. So is Russia going to price their oil and gas and Bitcoin. No, you hear a lot of talk about this. It's just talk, it's rumor. Maybe you could even call it FUD if you want. But as of now, nothing official. You hear the rumor, and again, I know it makes sense. It would make a lot of sense for them to do it. I don't think they're terribly Bitcoin friendly at the moment, at least not publicly, they're not. So I'm saying no for the current time. All right, let's go over a couple of our prices here. Bitcoin, 58,000. Ethereum, 4,200. Solana, one I like, 207. ADA, Charles's crypto of the day. ADA, 187. Matic, 157. Galaxy Digital, the Michael Novogratz company, $26. You could have bought this thing for about 26 cents earlier this year, just to show you how fast things are changing in the space. This is November of 2021. It's $26. You could have bought it no more than 30 cents earlier in this year. 30 cents up to that. All right, you see Daisy and Tiny cuddling up together. That's Tiny trying to get warm and Daisy, and right behind them is Elvis. You see Elvis right here? Right there is Elvis. Daisy and Tiny. We're taking a water break. We've had a pretty long walk today. This is a break, so we're gonna do a video, get this out to you. Just remember, everyone, this is not financial advice. Don't take financial advice from some guy on YouTube you don't know. All right, but what you should do is join me on Patreon. On Patreon, Crypto Mike 01. Join me on YouTube, Crypto Mike 9000, and please like, subscribe, and share, because I know everyone's watching the videos. I see them, but then you don't subscribe. So if you could subscribe, you'd help us out a lot. Appreciate it. Also, please check out the new podcast. The new podcast is up on Spotify. Crypto Talk with Mike, as me, nice and easy to remember. Crypto Talk with Mike, up on Spotify. You don't have to pay, you can get it for free. Several episodes are up. A lot of good crypto talk, a lot of Bitcoin talk. You can get it in about 10-minute episodes if you want, if you don't have all day to sit around and listen to your podcast, you know. All right, so that's it. Not financial advice. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep stacking those sats.